It's pissed somebody off Friday. Either my mind is playing tricks on me or somebody trying to play tricks on me. Disappearing act. I know I've seen you. Is that another one of them phantoms? It's pissed somebody off Friday. We got a slick Willie over here in the woods trying to. I've seen it. I know that is not a ghost. It may want to be a ghost. You may hear ghost voices over there, but that was not a ghost. They get in. The thing is, they get over there and go boo. They try to play boo. But I see you. Yeah. But anyway, it's pissed somebody off Friday. We in the woods. It's beautiful. Beautiful Friday morning. We got fools over here trying to play tricks. Tricks are for kids. You didn't get the memo. But anyway, I was thinking about why the baddest guy, the baddest bully, why you never see them alone? Why? Always, you don't see them with women. They with a pack of men. You never see them alone. The baddest bully. Why is that? They bad. Bad. I wonder what kind of reaction would you get out of them if you catch them by themselves. But you never see them by themselves. The baddest bully, you never see them alone. Never see them with a woman. Never. You never see them with a woman. Bad. Bad. I mean bad. Got a bad reputation, a bully reputation. But you never see them alone. What is it? They always surround themselves with killers or trying to get that reputation, huh? But you never see them alone. But anyway, we out here testing theories. But I was having a review, getting an assessment of what is imagination and what is real. I was, I think everybody, if you can't afford a psychiatrist from people that had never been so-called crazy. and this is my thing. If you've never been through it, how can you analyze? How can you analyze it? If you've never been through it, how? It's in I got one in my family, all kind of degrees in it. Trust me, my baby. You can read all kind of cookbooks. That don't make you a good cook. That don't, it really don't. And I'm not it's not about putting anybody down, but I have to get analyzed by people that really knows me, and there is few. That number has dropped to a very few. Used to be plenty. Now there's hardly any. Yeah. Reviews. And I realized that, we was assessing each other. And how do you get triggered? We was talking about all of these gypsies that's, quoting God, saying that God told me to tell you, and we was, how can you tell anybody anything? How God gonna message you and you never been through anything? You went to school to read a card. you learned how to read a card. When God sends you a message to tell somebody, you go through something. You listen to what I'm gonna say it slow, real slow. You don't go to school to be channeled by God. You don't wish that on nobody. You don't want to go through that. You see, and you see a lot of that. You can read you got to go through something. And most of these people, still sucking milk. I understand what I'm saying. Most of them sucking milk. God told me to tell you. God ain't told you nothing. Ain't that. Man, it just, but you can't fool the piper. You may fool the get it, but you can't fool the piper. And that's palm readers, what they call it, the crystal ball. That's hearsay. Nobody experienced anything. Everybody go to school for everything now. They go to school. God said, I just, what can you say? What can you say? You don't want that. you don't want that. You really don't want that when God send you a message, you don't want that. You don't want that. You may think you don't want that. You don't want that ability. It's things you have to go through. You are tested over and over. You be tested. You gonna be tested the rest of your life. You don't want that. You, like they say, you don't want that smoke. But I guess they making a good living off of it. But man, and my thing is, I sit back and watch and evaluate, but I have to get myself checked. And I had to, and we triggered each other on how this thing got started. Man, I had to fight for my life to keep, my mental capacity wasn't there. Your whole world changes. To keep your insanity. Because when your brain gets to vibrating 1,000,000 miles a second, a lot of things you don't understand. The world is changing, revolving around you, and you don't understand what the hell is going on. You can't. Things are changing. Things are happening that your mind just can't. You can't catch up to it. They coming at you. And to the average person, you going crazy. You don't understand. You don't. It takes a while to really get used to. But and this is my story. What triggered me was, I drove most of my life. And this is the thing, and I wasn't living my life, was, you would consider, you got it going on, but really, in God, oh boy, it was a ticking time bomb, tick tock, tick tock. It was a ticking time bomb just waiting to happen. Not, not paying attention. It didn't really give a damn about attention. God messages, stop, stop, stop. But that's the world I grew up in. If you didn't have 2 or 3, 4 women, and that's it. You grow up in it. You see it growing up. If you didn't have 2 or 3, 4 women, if you didn't have a family on this side of town, a family on that side of town, that's But that is what I grew up in. But most of them guys, they died at a early age. Most of the men in my family, they didn't make it to 60. Well, all of the men, they didn't make it to 60. Yeah, they barely made it to 50. 40s, that was it. Man, you know. And I don't know how the hell I hit 60 because I was following their footsteps. I made it to 60 though. Man, but and when God woke me up, and when I realized God had touched me. I woke up one morning and I don't know where I was at. I know I was up north somewhere. I woke up, I couldn't see out of one eye. I couldn't see. I couldn't see. When that happened to you out there, and this is my way of life, this is my living, that's the end of that career. That was the end when I said, okay, I did, I went to the doctor and did, they told me the problem and I researched it. I researched it. My life before me had changed and I didn't even realize. I didn't realize God had touched me. That's the beginning. So my trucking career was over. I couldn't no longer finance that life. That lifestyle, I couldn't, that was over. I was making good money, damn good money. Everything you know, I didn't, the big things I financed, but thank God most of everything I had was paid off. But there was a few things I knew that I wasn't going to be able to, wasn't going to happen. I had to figure something out. My driving career, and now you can consider I was a disability, a lost cause, no use to anybody. So I had to figure something out. So I had to go bankrupt in order to. I thought I was gonna keep what I had. And that stuff, shiny stuff, really is. It's not a validation to life. It's not. But like I said, that was the beginning of my downfall. And after that, my life just, after I filed bankruptcy, I mean, it wasn't because I was broke. It was because I couldn't afford that lifestyle no more. And I was disabled. And I really became disabled when, this God caller, took me to the next level. Bam! Man, I lost my mind. I could, you know, and in my mind, I was going crazy. But in the spiritual world, you know, God was calling me. God was calling me. I was running, and I just couldn't figure it out. I ran till I just couldn't run no more. I got to calling people and asking them. Nobody had an answer. Nope. Nobody had an answer. Nobody. Could nobody tell me anything. I couldn't get no answers on what steps I should make. And the doctors, all the thing they tell you, well, you need to go over here, go to this doctor. And my research showed me that wasn't no cure. There wasn't any cure. So, but you still trying to use the insurance that I got to go over here. You telling me keep going to these doctors, which didn't make any sense. That led to me getting off of blood pressure pills, getting off of everything. And that part of my life, my physical life, started getting better. It got better. But my mental, man, I was tore up. But that was the beginning of the end. I started losing everything. Everybody. I lost everybody. Everything. It was just a down spiral to nowhere. That, things that shouldn't have happened did happen. And it just kept happening until I stopped. Because all my life I've just been going. When you driving, you all over the country, you just go. I had to stop, sit down, pay attention, and listen. And what better place to listen at, right? This is the best place to sit your butt down and just listen. Pay attention. It'll come. Them whispers, them messages, they'll come. And you still trying to figure out. Man, it took me 5 years to get to where I'm at right now. mentally. Physically, I've always did exercise, stayed in shape, physically and mentally. I'm good. But, and that was a struggle. I mean, God told me up. you know, I lost everything until I started paying attention and stopped running from God and just grabbed a hold to Him. Then everything just started making sense. Then biblical things started happening. Biblical things that, if you're not woke, you'll never see it. You're not, and I figured that out yesterday. The average person just can't see what I see. They don't see it. They don't see it. They don't see it. You can stress it. You can try to show them. You can just, and they still don't see it. They don't get it. And that's how 2 or 3 years ago, who can understand me? That's, and it's hard to find out somebody that really understands you, that done been through what, because you got so many people out here, these fake anointed, the fake, it's fake. And the ones that does know what I've been through or going through, they too scared to speak up. They're scared of being pointed out. Or they too scared to lose everything that they got. They too scared. Mental illness. Everybody was scared to speak on mental illness. And I pointed out that it has to be a serious issue because they have these dormitories bigger than cities everywhere. The bigger the city, the bigger the dormitory. Why is that? Mental illness. Now, it's a conversation now. It's a conversation now. Why keep something that vital to your health, to your livelihood, a secret? Pressure will bust an iron pipe. And you get to that point where there's no coming back. Trying to hide that mental issue. And not realizing that that's God trying to give you messages, or you scared to receive these messages, or you just don't give a damn. Boom, pop goes the weasel. There's no coming back from that. But, it's hard. And I listen to people that, God told me to take God. You need to quit. I mean, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. You don't want that problem. God told me to tell you. Yeah, right. You don't want that. Trust me, you don't lose everything you got. Everything. All the people. Everything. And being forced to go into a new location, or just being homeless. These are the options you have. Being homeless, you're going to be lonely. Being all alone, being a hermit, being scared to leave your home, being scared. You can't get out and mingle anymore. Why you think you don't see that many celebrities out there helping the cause? You may see one or two, but I mean, they are scared to come out the house, and getting out there the door and active work for your community. They too scared. I mean, nervous, fear. Fear has taken over. The bully, the bully is never alone. Never. You never see him alone. Never. You're always surrounded by other bullies or whatever. I've never been in that situation, so I don't understand. I seen them. Oh, we scared of him. For what? We scared of him. I'd never tried that environment, and I'd be damned if I ever will. I'm just not you can say I'm not a people person. I don't hang out with the crowd. I like to go in and hide in the crowd. I'm not here to get along. They say I'm here to sing a song, but I'm not here to get along. But anyway, and that's my story. I mean, you got a whole heap of people out here. God told me to tell you this. It is what it is. God only touches a few. How can it be so many God to touch the God the Son of message to? You only touch a few. And you don't go to school for that. You don't go to school. You don't want them problems. You don't want them problems. And for the ones that God did touch and still tried to run, look where they at now. Some of the biggest ones, where they at now? You don't hear nothing about them now. Where they at? They hiding. They somewhere tried to hide, tried to figure it out. They see, trust me, they see God work. They see all of these problems all over the country, all over the world. They see these problems. They understand, but you can't hide. They know. They just scared. Man, I'm gonna lose everything. If I speak on this, I'm gonna lose it all. You're gonna lose it all if you don't. God give you a sermon. God gave you ability to use it, not abuse it. That's why you lose it. Because you misuse it. But that's my story. I have to get evaluated. I have to, because I mean, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. I know that I seen two people earlier, and they just disappeared, and I know it wasn't no ghost. Because I see some things up in these woods, boy, that, that will make you run. I did run one time. That was about 3 years ago. I ran up on something that I didn't want to see. But anyway, and that's funny, around Halloween, you see a lot of things. I made a couple of you turn around then. Oh boy. But that's my story. God still tearing me up. But I mean, I'm here because I'm listening. I'm paying attention. I'm liable. I'm an asset. Before then, I was just a missed calls, just trying to figure it out. Now I'm an asset. I'm an asset. Man, when you can do the thing that I've seen done, that man, we's in the trillions. No longer the billions, but we's in the trillions. That puts you that makes you an asset. An asset. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it right there. I love God. I love me. And I love this thing we call life. Out here paying attention to nature. Not taking anything for granted. But anyway, that's my sermon on Piss Somebody Off Friday. Did you get that memo? Bully. Never alone. Y'all have a blessed day.